What the flip is up? What the flip is up? Let me turn that down a bit. There we go. Okay. I was just getting some. Oh shoot! Wait. Hang on. Just whatever thing I saw. Okay. It's gaming time. So today I wanted to test out my 3DS, which I recently got modded and it just came back in yesterday. Now it has a USB-C port that you can use to capture footage from it, which is very epic because I've been wanting to make some content on 3DS games forever now, and I mean I have done like maybe one or two videos talking about a couple 3DS games, but like they were really low quality. They had really low quality footage because I was streaming my 3DS to my computer, so the FPS was like terrible. What's up, extra? I would have started earlier this morning, but I just was like, I felt dead. Like, absolutely dead. Okay. Need one more second to prepare this stuff. Okay. Let me make sure this 3DS capture thing doesn't explode. The nice thing about this is I can have my actual 3DS's volume turned all the way down, and it still captures the audio from it, which is quite epic, if I will say so myself. Okay. Been sleeping all day? Yeah, I feel that. I would have been sleeping all day if I could have, but I have to go to work at 4, so like 2.5 hours or something. Okay. I just realized you could probably hear the 3DS audio. Okay, let me... I think I can get the Twitch chat to work on, that scene if I can figure it out. Let me just copy this, maybe. Oh, wait. No. Okay, there we go. Gaming time. Now if I can paste the Twitch chats over into the corner. For once I'll actually have the Twitch chat displayed. It'll just be in a small corner because okay, normally I don't like to have the Twitch chat displayed over a game. If I can just have it over in a corner where I could just crop it out if I want to use this footage for something else later, that's preferable, so I think this will work. Seeing the actual 3DS screen is so nostalgic, yeah. It's just like, I don't know. It's been forever since I've actually used a 3DS that didn't have a theme on it. I would have set up like one of those custom themes, but I don't exactly remember how to do that. But there's some like really funny ones, but also some cool ones too. They even had like there's an official Toy Story theme. Okay. There's some DSiWare. Let me think, what do I want to start with? I was considering starting with like Brain Age, because I wanted to make a video on those games. I thought it would be kind of funny to just do a stream of it at least once. But there's a bunch of 3DS games I have that I haven't touched in years. Mario Tennis Open, Kirby. What other? You are a toy! Dude, I wish I could get someone else to play Zelda Triforce Heroes with me before the 3DS Online dies. There is a work in progress, like there's custom fan-made servers that are a work in progress for the 3DS. So it's not like the 3DS Online is going to be gone forever, you know. Eventually, once Pretendo is up and running and more games function on it, uh, people can play Triforce Heroes and whatever on it again, but I wish I could find some people who are actually interested in playing that game one more time. Because I never did actually, like, finish it properly. I just skipped a bunch of levels in it. Yoshi's New Island. I don't really feel like playing Yoshi's New Island. You know what? Let's just start with, what do I didn't really think this through very well. There's so much stuff to choose from yet. Not a whole lot is jumping out at me immediately, because not a lot of this stuff is going to work for, like, quick testing. There's all these games. There's Harmo Knight. I've always wanted to play Harmo Knight. Let me think. Dude, no one would understand. No one would understand. I'm gonna turn that down. Sorry, that noise was kind of loud. But no one would understand Smile Basic. There were so many, like, weird little games people made with this. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can get one of those games working. Would you like to receive the following notification? No. This is real nostalgia. I spent so many hours in Smile Basic. This is like a programming app, game app, software, whatever, for the Switch, 3DS, sorry. There is a version of it on the Switch now. I tried making some of my own games, but I was never very good at it, to be frank. But there was like one of those projects I was working on that I thought could have been something cool. Maybe one day, you guys. Maybe one day I'll show that. Okay. There's two games in particular I want to play on this. How do I... Okay, this is gonna be... This is one of, like, my favorite Smile Basic games anyone ever made on the software. What? No! This service has been discontinued. Hang on. Wait. It could just be because I'm connected with my Pretendo account right now. That could be the problem. Please tell me that's the problem. Okay, so it's, yeah, Pretendo account is loaded. So if I switch over to my Nintendo account, then it should work. I think. I hope. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna cry. I mean, I can still play this game, the game I was wanting to show you on my other 3DS. It's just, this game is very epic. That's why it's, like, super awesome and cool. Honestly, it would be, like, perfect. It would be a perfect fit for the eShop. Okay. Please enter your password. What? Oh, you guys can't see my password. You guys can't see my password. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm not looking to leak my Nintendo Network ID password on stream. I don't like how it switches. Okay. Please tell me that was the password. I literally just created this account yesterday. I mean, so if you guys did steal this account, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but it's like, I just made the account yesterday. I cannot immediately forget it. Okay, now this time it better work. It better work. No way! Okay, epic, epic, because the 3DS Online isn't supposed to die until April. I was really hoping I could get some of your personal information today. Well, too bad. Do you not write down your passwords anywhere? I write down some of them. I just, like, others I'm too lazy to write down anywhere. Let's see if there's... Okay, there's one other game I want to download. From the same developer. And let me see if there's anything else beforehand. There's a bunch of cool little projects people made on Smile Basic. Not all of them were like fully completed, but you know, it's like really nostalgic to look back on a lot of these. I just feel like it seemed like most people sort of quit making. Most of the people from like the community I knew followed, they don't seem as active in that space anymore. Because there's like a Switch version of Smile Basic that it's mostly just like Japanese developers posting games there now, and there's some really impressive stuff there still. There's like some fully 3D on rails like shoot 'em up. I don't know what the exact word is, but it's really cool stuff that people have made. Okay, let me see if there's one more thing to download, and then I will pull it up. There's one from another developer who's like, they made some like really impressive stuff as well. And some really hard puzzle games too. Oh, damn. So either they took it down or... Because that's the correct key, I'm pretty sure. Let me check. NKN 54. Yeah, they must have taken it down. If I had like all the time in the world, I would show you guys some old Petit Computer games, but the annoying thing about Petit Computer is well, one fortunate thing is that, you know, the DS online services, DSi online services have been dead for years, but because Petit Computer game data was shared through QR codes, it doesn't matter that the online service is dead. You can still download those old games. It's just like QR codes can only store so much data, like a small amount, and so you have to scan like 5 billion QR codes to actually get all the data for a game. Anyway, I'm yapping. This is the game I wanted to talk about, to show you. Super Bear Land, Super Peak Land. I don't know how loud that is on your end, but it's really loud on my end. Okay, so let's see here. So, Super Bear Land. Maybe I should just show you, but going into the game. This is a really unique... It's like, sort of like a, almost like one of those social deduction games, except like you're trying to figure out... So basically, the concept of the game is a bear is hiding anywhere around the map, and they're disguised as either a person or an object, and you have to trap the bear to win. But you don't know if a bear you know, if a bear is a person or a object, they can perfectly replicate the speech or the the actual object, and so you have to just be really careful who you talk to or what objects you grab. It sounds really annoying at first, but it's super. It has like really well written dialogue that's super charming, and it's just such a dumb concept too. But there's a lot of unlockables that make this game way more chaotic and fun because there's like multiple. You can have like multiple bear mode, Oz mode, which is like you have to search for a bear, a lion, and a tiger. It's just really good stuff. The bear is somewhere to the east, so now I know all of these towns to the left are safe. I got a bear trap, okay. A supercomputer. The Pin. I just realized this place was called Pin Island. Thank you. Thank you for that. No, thank you. I only have one bear trap. I don't want to give that away. A kickboxer. Let's talk to the kickboxer. Thief is hidden in Kimono Slam. Bubble wrap. You pry it open. Okay. Let's check one of these towns. Surely the bear is not over here. An astronaut and a slushy. The slushy seems awfully suspicious. Okay, I guess it's fine. Never mind. That's awesome. Okay, well, I already knew that area was safe, but okay. One-man band. Oh. Okay. Which of you is the bear? The one-man band or the isthmus? Whatever that is. What do you guys think? What do you think? I'm tempted to do the one-man band, but at the same time, if that's just a regular dude, I'm gonna feel a little bad about that. You know what? I'm sorry. I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment. For that, I do not expect to be forgiven. I was going to say the isthmus was oddly suspicious. Innocent victims murdered. Look, that wasn't my fault. It's not my fault the bear is like... This is a super bear that can super accurately replicate a person. Okay. I think I'll do like 2 more games of this, then move on to something else, or maybe 1 more game. Because you sort of get the idea of it, but it's more fun when you're playing it. As you keep playing, you just unlock a lot more stuff that makes it more fun and awesome and cool and how and wow. There's a Pez dispenser. Well, flip you, Pez dispenser. See, this is why no one likes Pez dispensers. This is why no one likes Pez dispensers. Pez dispensers suck. Chat up the loan shark. The level 12 paladin and bagpipe are not bears. Okay, thank you. There's a potion seller. Bear is somewhere to the west. Okay. So I can check all these towns. This. Okay. That's fine. It would have been really funny if that nuked the bear. There's a mode you unlock later, um, where the bear is just constantly launching nukes. Every time you like check check an object or talk to a person in a town, there's just like the bear launches a nuke, and sometimes it can launch the nuke on itself. You'll be safe from bears in Eggland. I already knew that, but thank you. Oh, what? You just told me this is the exact. This is Eggland. Wow. That is incredible information. Thank you, sir. There's a vice president. You haven't encountered the bear yet. Okay. That one guy. Okay, that's suspicious. Okay, that one guy is safe. It's fine. It's fine. I think I'm gonna check over on those towns to the east, but against my better judgment, I'm gonna check the strip mall. Of course, there's nothing useful. Bear is somewhere on this latitude. I assume that... I always get latitude and longitude mixed up. That means, like, north and, like, up and down, right? Am I... Or am I mixing that up with longitude? Because I can't be the only one that gets that stuff mixed up. There's a thief in... I'm not going to try pronouncing that. You search that mini fridge and I get a bear trap. That's awesome. Oh, shoot, no. There's a beatboxer. You see a jetpack. North and south. Okay, so that means it's only in that one town in the middle on the top of the map. If I could get like a... Well, I already have 2 bear traps, so... Alright. I have to be very careful this time. There is... Okay. So the choices are the gold digger or the nursery. This time I didn't... You know, my judgment was poor last time. I'm going to trust your judgment this time. What do you think? This is a very big decision. It's obviously the nursery. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Oh. Okay. Okay. That's fine. You know, oh. So it's so okay, so this wasn't even the town the bear was. So I guess latitude is west and east. Okay. So I got completely mixed up. Okay. Well, so in other words, I threw a bear trap at a nursery for nothing. That's okay. Your ex lives here? Okay. Okay, you know what? Regardless of what happens. Oh, okay. That was the thief. Okay, that... The comedic timing in this game. Okay, this is where the bear is. Okay. Now that we know where the bear is exactly, I need a bear trap. There's an undertaker and a vault. The bear is somewhere to the north. Thank you. I already knew that. I don't know why I talked to him if I already know where the bear is. There is a yacht. Okay. So now we just have to make the hard decision. Is it the Panzer or is it the Street Busker? That's... This is a really tough call. See, every time I've been wrong. Every time we've picked incorrectly. I think... I don't know what a Panzer is, but you know what? I think I'm gonna go for that. What do you know? I'm the greatest ever. The bear is not getting any points on that scoreboard. Okay, I think that's enough of that for now. I also wanted to try out their other game, Virtual Buffalo, which is basically like... It's like WarioWare, basically. It's like that, except it's also like you're trying to take care of this buffalo, and you're trying not to lose all your lives for these like really progressively more difficult and confusing mini games. I'm not playing with 8 buttons. See, you can see very quickly this game gets super confusing. But it's really fun. Oh, dang it. How did that count? Take care of the buffalo. You have to, like, okay. It's hard to explain on the fly. But the buttons will be, like, color-coded to, oh, shoot. To match with something on the screen, and occasionally they'll swap or be hidden. And you have to keep track of that, while also, not losing the game. Oh, shoot. No. Okay. Okay, so blue's on top, green's on the bottom. Green's on the bottom, I think. Okay, that one, I don't... That one was just plain confusing. How I didn't manage to shoot the buffalo is a wonder to me. Okay, so I think yellow's on the right now. Oh! I blame the tax authorities. What's this game? It's shoot. Dang it! This is like a Smile Basic game, so it's like... Smile Basic was an app on the 3DS that allowed you to make your own games. And this is one of the games people made on it. Someone made on it. Blood does not play Guitar Hero. Well, the buttons were hidden. The buttons were hidden. Can you blame me? I'm trying to pay attention to the chat and the buttons at the same time. And it's not very easy, let me tell you that much. I gotta stop paying attention to chat and really focus on this. Okay, I think... No! Dang it. It reminds me of WarioWare, yeah. This developer made some, like, really cool games. They even made, like, a sequel to both this and also the game I showed a minute ago, Super Bear Land, on Switch. I want to see if I can find one more of, one more game from Smile Basic to show. Okay. Let me see if there's one more thing. Actually, you know what? In the meantime, we'll just let the music play from this. I wish that one game I tried downloading a minute ago would work, but I don't know that it will, because the key wasn't working. There's a Tetris clone. There's always a Tetris clone. Every time there's a Tetris clone. There's Hex Circuit. I think that was an old puzzle game that someone else made. Oh yeah. Actually, I forgot about that. Some railgunner game someone made that was like a Western shooter thing. I guess I could probably just show those some other time. I'm sorry you have two functioning... Wait. Can barely hear the music. By that, I mean not at all. Have you heard of Gunman Clive? Yeah. I played the first game on my 3DS years ago. Actually, let me turn up the actual game volume. It sounds louder on my end, but I realize it probably doesn't sound that loud on your end. I always wanted to play the second Gunman Clive game, but I never got around to it for one reason or another. Mostly because I forgot about it. There's Food Splatterhouse. That was a pretty fun game. I don't think there's any particular games I want to play from Smile Basic right now. I guess I'll just switch over to something else. I got the Gunman Clive collection on Switch. I think, thinking about Gunman Clive, I think the same developer, there was some game of theirs they posted on, Twitter, like, a few months ago. It was something where you fought these, like, huge bosses. It looked like maybe like a 7 out of 10 game, but it did look pretty fun from what I saw of it. I want to get that at some point. I think it was by the same developer behind Gunman Clive. Okay. You know what, let's play a little bit of Rusty's Real Deal Baseball. I was playing a bit of it last night. What on earth? What on earth? What do you mean, what on earth? This is like a baseball game. There's a lot of context you'll be missing out on because, like, unfortunately, you cannot experience this game in the way it was intended to be experienced anymore. But, you know, it's... I want to do a video on this game soon. I was recording some footage of it last night, and, these minigames are really fun. They kind of remind me of, those old Wii Sports challenges. Oh, dang it. Ah, I always lose focus like halfway through. I really wish the Switch eShop had these vibes. Instead, it's just hentai, AI, and cat milk. There's been a big influx of games with AI images in them. I noticed that a couple months ago, but now every single time I check the Switch eShop, there's at least one game with a bunch of AI images. It's like there's nothing like quite like this on the Switch eShop anymore. The only thing that even kind of gave off those vibes for me was Snipper Clips. Ah, dang it. I was always for less restrictions, but I take that back. Please be more strict again on the eShop. Yeah. They have like no they have no I I don't know what I was trying to say there. You understand what I was trying to say. Yeah, I'm sure you do, but I couldn't figure out how to finish that sentence. My brain just died. Snipper Clips felt like a carryover from the 3DS era since it released at launch. Yeah. I feel like I need to play this game with glasses on, because like for some reason my eyes just start tearing up when I play it. I think it's because I'm having to focus so much on a tiny little object on a tiny little screen. Ah, dang it. Okay, I'm gonna win at least one of these, I swear. 3DS fans be like, yo, it's 3DS on this 3D on this goes so hard, it's so dry. What does that mean? What does that mean? It sounds like something Lakitu would say. This shit is so dry. I've never heard anyone call something dry in my entire life. But then 2 weeks ago, Lakitu says something's dry. Like he asks if it's dry at work. And suddenly I start hearing him. That's like the only thing he starts saying. Like, it's dry. It's gonna catch up as brand new lingo. Take it out. Take it out of the dictionary. Remove it. It's no longer... Dry is no longer a word. I'm not ready for this new world. I'm a pro. Dang it, I lied. Okay. I just had to really lock in for that one. I was getting too stressed out because I only had one life left. Dry will be the new Riz. No. Please. Just don't. No. Don't ever do that. I'm gonna play one more of these, and then... maybe I will try Brain Age. I might have to flip the screen, though, because I don't know how well that's gonna work. I hate this one. Okay, I'm not doing this. I hate the fastball ones. I hate the fastball ones. Drizzle me surprised. Please, just... maybe don't. Maybe don't do that. Anyway, that's enough for this game for now. You'll get to see more of that when I eventually make a video on it. There's a bunch of 3DS games I want to make videos on now that I have this capture card. And it feels so epic to not have to use the streaming software anymore. Because that was like an okay solution, but it was really crappy. And thankfully, this even works with DS games. Isn't there this big video on it? From this, you're probably thinking of Nick Robinson, who, he did make a video on it, but he was talking about, like, a specific character in the game, Poppy Van Poodle. I just want to talk about the game itself. And plus, there's a little bit I want to talk about with the game because the whole point of it, like one whole half of the game is basically you're having to haggle down the prices of the games that Rusty sells you. Like each of those, there's like the games you can buy at his store, like what I just played, and you can haggle down the prices. And after you've done that, that's a really, it's something I don't feel like any games would do now. It's like a real, and it's elevated a lot by the writing. I feel like Rusty himself is such a goofy character. I don't know. But after you buy the games, you'll get to see some story, like, backstory for Rusty. But now you just you can't experience that anymore because since the eShop is down, you can't buy those games, and so the only option is to uh, find a very legal copy of the DLC, patch it to the game, and if you do that, it just skips over all the story. Like, you can't go back and read through it. It just you start up the game and it'll act as though you just finished the story like normal. And it's really unfortunate because it's a cool little game, but I don't know. I don't see um how they would fix that because like it's even if they ported it over to Switch, um they would still eventually have the same problem. Please wait, this may take a while. What are you doing, Twilight Menu? Okay, there we go. I don't know if I'm going to make full videos on a lot of 3DS eShop games, but that's just one of them that stuck out a lot to me that even if it's like a quick little video, I feel like it would make for something fun to cover. I wanted to also do a video on the Brain Age games, so I'm going to play that for a minute. I'm going to have to flip the screen if I can figure out how to do that because the way the game displays is it displays sideways. So I don't know how well this is gonna work. I might have to just try a different game if I can't rotate the preview. I don't remember it taking this long to load games. Maybe it's just because I'm doing this for the first time now on this 3DS. It's never like this usually. Okay. It's just gonna take forever. Well, in that case. Just gonna play some music in the meantime. Oh. 2,000 year, yeah, exactly. I don't know why this is taking so long. Okay, yeah, so now you see what I mean. The game just displays sideways. I'm not sure if I can turn it. Oh, I can turn it. There we go. That works. Okay. The only problem is, how do I make this actually fully fit the screen? I used to be a goat at this game. Okay, can I transform and fit to screen? No. I want this to fit the screen. I used to say I was really smart, and as a 9-year-old that really impacted my growth. Okay, I have to add a background to this for a second, because I really can't tell how well I'm fitting this in. And it's not gonna be centered, which is super flipping annoying. Is there any way for me to switch this? can't switch it. Okay. I'm gonna have to turn off the Twitch chat in that case. Okay, let me add an image to the background so I can see exactly how much I have to move it over. One second. Why is this at the top? Go away. Okay. So, if I'm not wrong, this should be about right. It's not perfect. It's not centered. Oh, wait, actually, there's a way for me to see. Yeah, there's no matter what, it's not going to be perfectly centered, which kind of pisses me off a little bit, but you win some, you lose some, you know? Okay, there we go. I think that's about as good as I'm going to get it. I'm going to make a copy of this, actually, and make it the vertical display. 1 second. That way I don't have to do this again later. Okay, 3DS vertical display. Alright, now we are brain aging. Hello, sir. Why don't we try some brain training together? Check the time. This is why I hate military time, because I don't freaking know what that means. I think that's right, actually, because, like, isn't military time you add 12 hours to the current time? If I'm not wrong, anyway. I think that's right. If it's not, then I can just change it later. If you don't use your brain, it will age quickly. Your brain will not be as strong as the one with the ideal brain age of 20. It's just like not exercising. A healthy body must work out regularly. But there is a solution. Drugs. This is not... Don't listen to me. Never listen to a single word I say. This is your brain on meth. On crack. It's one of those two. Lazy brains. You're about to see how bad at math I really am. They say playing video games helps prevent memory loss and Alzheimer's at late ages, especially 3D games. Then I will have... See, my memory is already terrible, so I just don't see how it can get much worse. Honestly. I mean, maybe... I wouldn't doubt playing games would help a little bit, so maybe my memory will be slightly less worse in my old age because of it. Try to figure out your current DS brain age. Before we figure out your brain age, I need to ask one thing. To test your... Okay, I've never been able to talk out loud in these tests, but because I'm recording this now, I actually can speak. The only problem is the microphone is going to be probably terrible. Is that whirl in the bottom left corner? No. Shut up, Dr. Kawashima. I'm gonna press more when I'm darn well ready. Please say the color of the words you're about to see. Shut the hell up! Stop telling me! Stop rushing me! If you don't stop rushing me, I'm gonna... I literally have 2 seconds to read this text. This guy is actually beginning to piss me off. There are 4 possible colors, but don't just read the words. Say the color of the word. This test measures activity in the prefrontal cortex. Results of this test are most accurate for native English speakers. Okay, I gotta lock in. Red. Yellow. Black. Red. Black. Blue. Red. Yellow. Blue. Red. Blue. Black. Blue. Red. Red. Black. Yellow. Black. Red. Blue. Yellow. Black. Blue. Black. Yellow. Black. Yellow. Red. Blue. Black. Yellow. Is there a point to this? Yellow. Black. Black. When will this end? Red. Red. Blue. Black. Blue. Yellow. Yellow. Blue. Blue. Yellow. Black. Yellow. Blue. Yellow. Blue. Black. Black. Yellow. Blue. Red. Yellow. Red. Yellow. Okay, I was about to say, why was that going so long? I don't feel like that test needed to be, like, half that long. You know, I never even asked your name. How negligent of me. In order to save your BrainAge file, I need to input a bit of personal information. So input your credit card data and your social security number. That's crazy, Dr. Kawashima. Why would you ask children to give you their personal info? I also need to ask your age. Terribly sorry about that. Okay. Also, one thing that gets really annoying with BrainAge is if you write numbers or letters in a specific manner, the game, despite the fact it's very clear you're writing something like K or H or R, it does not detect it right. You have to draw the number or letter in a specific way for it to actually detect what you're trying to draw. It's so annoying. Like, see, that's the worst 8 I've ever drawn. Somehow it detected it because I drew it like this. If I drew it like this, it wouldn't detect it. Next to the day you were born. Okay. Exposing myself. I mean, everyone already knew I was born on August 5th, but imagine not having a cool signature for your Whirlwind name. I'm not good at signatures. My brain age is 66. Oh, it's over. Wait, hang on. What do you mean my brain age is 66 just because of that Colors game? Okay. This game feels a little rigged. Writing this confidential info down. Time to get to retirement, buddy. Look. You'll see. You'll all see. For real? I always knew you were old. I'm 20. I'm not that old. Okay, we're gonna do calculations times 20. This is where things get bad, because I'm terrible at math, and especially doing math on the fly. There's a couple things that make it a little easier for me, but I was doing this brain training a little while ago, and it was going just as poorly then. Wait, no. See, this is what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. I gotta be honest with you for a second. My thought, I don't know why. My brain went to for 35. I was thinking of, not for the actual answer. I was thinking about, what's 9 times 5? I thought it was 35 for a second. I don't know why my brain went to that, but it just did. This is why I don't trust my brain for anything. I'm always going to be like the stupidest person in the room. I didn't even draw the 0, but okay. Uh... Okay, that was better. Still kind of not great, but better than before. Performed at bicycle speed, whatever that means. Because people can go slow on a bicycle or fast on a bicycle. Your belly needs food, doesn't it? Well, so does your brain, and a breakfast is key. Shut up, I never eat breakfast. Maybe that's my problem. So I always forget to eat breakfast. Hooray! Let's go. Reading aloud. Okay, let's try that one. Actually, filling breakfast with lots of carbohydrates isn't that good for your body. Well, wow, so Dr. Kawashima is spreading misinformation? Sounds like this guy needs to get canceled. It's okay to read to yourself if reading out loud is too embarrassing. Wait. Wait, so do I... So for this one, do I not even have to actually read? You know what, let's just read it anyway. Okay, everyone, read along. Read along. Or you're getting banned instantly. Frederick Douglass, my bondage and my freedom. On one of the hottest days of the month of August of the year just mentioned, had the reader been passing through Covey's farm, he might have seen me at work in what is there called the treading yard. The yard upon which wheat is trodden out from the straw by the horse's feet. I was there at work feeding the fan, or rather bringing wheat to the fan, while Bill Smith was feeding. Our force consisted of Bill Hughes, Bill Smith, and a slave by the name of Eli. The latter having been hired for this occasion. The work was simple and required strength and activity rather than any skill or intelligence, and yet to one entirely unused such work it came very hard. The heat was intense and overpowering, and there was much hurry to get the promise of Covey that hour at... Wait. Huh? Oh, to get the wheat trodden out that day through the fan, since if that work was done an hour before sundown, hands would have, according to a promise of Covey, that hour added to their night's rest. I was not behind any of them in the wish to complete the day's work before sundown, and hence I struggled with all my might to get the work forward. The promise of 1 hour's repose on a weekday was sufficient to quicken my pace, and to spur me on the onto Extra Endeavor. Besides, we had all got planned to go fishing, and I certainly wished to have a hand in that. But I was disappointed, and that day turned out to be one of the bitterest I had ever experienced. About 3 o'clock, while the sun was pouring down his burning rays, and not a breeze was stirring, I broke down, my strength failed me, I was seized with a violent aching of the head, attended with extreme dizziness and trembling in every limb, finding what was coming and feeling it would never do to stop work. I nerved myself up and staggered on until I fell by the side of the wheat fan, feeling that the earth had fallen upon me. This is boring. Where are the Family Guy clips? Okay. Also, hang on. 3.1 syllables per second. I don't think it was actually detecting my speech. So, is it like... I guess it's just trying to time how long I'm reading each page. So if I went really fast, it wouldn't... I guess it wouldn't believe me. It would be like that. I don't know if any of you would know what I'm talking about, but back in elementary school, there was this website we used to use in the computer lab, called tickettoread.com. I don't know if it's still up, but you know, you would read a bunch of different books. I think it was like portions of books or whatever. It's been so many years now, I don't remember exactly. And you would get like tickets to decorate your treehouse. It was one of those things that's just really nostalgic for me. It's not something I think about ever. This is like the first time I've thought about it in a long time. I kind of wonder if that site is still up anymore. He performed at bicycle speed. Bruh. The bit where he went fishing with the homies but the day ended up bitter was devastating. I really felt that. The only thing my elementary school ever used for learning was that one penguin game. You know, I'm curious now. I'm curious. I want to see if, Ticket to Read. Is that still up? Oh. I don't know if Ticket to Read is still... Or is it still up? I think it's down now. Yeah, tickettoread.com they no longer carry it or have any backup programs for it. Bro. Well, that's depressing. That's really depressing. I remember only really liking that game because of all the stuff you could decorate your treehouse with, and some of my classmates had some really cool stuff in their treehouse, and I was like trying to read these books as fast as possible to get the most tickets so I could get these cool little items. But the website always knew I was reading too fast to actually get anything out of it, so it would like stop me. It was calling me out on my bullshit. Okay. Oh, okay. That's my bad. That's my bad. Okay, that one was... When they get all bunched up together, the numbers are harder to remember. Dang it. Okay. They use phone apps instead of browser pages these days. So sad. The children of these days don't get to experience the Halcyon days. Much harder to preserve the apps too. There's a couple of those old educational websites my school used to use. I really wish I could remember the names of some of them. And there was also this one website we would use. They made us set up an email through the website, and for the life of me, I never have been able to remember what it was called, because I had an email, and I was I would send emails to my classmates in the class, but immediately after I left the class, I forgot the site, and I forgot my email and the password, so there was no way to ever get back into it. But there was also this one game. It sort of reminded me of Papa's Pizzeria in a way, but like one of the spin-off Flash games they did, where it was a Papa's Pizzeria platformer. But the game I'm thinking of, it was sort of like that, except I think it was like a top-down shooter where you would fight these food creatures. I wish I could remember what that was called. I used to think it was so fun, but... A halcyon time is a time in the past that was peaceful or happy. I have a lot of those. Sometimes I feel like whenever I don't like to reminisce on the past too much, because then I start thinking about how much happier I might have been back then. Okay, I want to try something else now. I don't really feel like doing calculations times 100. Oh shit. Hang on. What did it do? Okay, there we go. That fixed it. Okay. There we go. It was glitching out for a second, but I think it's fine now. I was never really happy, so that doesn't bother me. I just think about missed opportunities that seem obvious now, but I didn't care for it at the time. Yeah, I don't know. I guess, what am I trying to say? To me, I just think about how at the time, back in the day, I would, I guess I didn't really care so much that I didn't have friends in school. There was a lot of stuff that depresses me now that I didn't really care about or think about back then. I just sort of miss being so simple-minded, I guess. That might sound stupid, but I guess it just made me feel happier to live in ignorance like that. I would say play Face Raiders, but you probably have private people's faces on there. Also, my room is a mess. But I mean, this 3DS I don't have any faces set up on, but because it's a new 3DS I ordered online. But if I had a blank room, I would play it in the Face Raiders, because I still like that game. I mean, it's not amazing or anything, but so true. I was such a weird kid, and it cringes me out nowadays, but at the same time, ignorance is bliss. We're all happier being ignorant as kids, yeah. And the more aware I became as I got older, the more depressed I got, I guess. Let me think. I don't know if I want to play any of these games in particular. Let me check and see if there's any other 3DS games I want to try. Oh, actually, well, actually, it's almost, okay. I'd have to do something short. There is the Luigi's Mansion remake. I could play that for a little bit, but, because I like that. That's like one of the 3DS games I play the most, probably. I just feel like I was ignorant for much longer than other people, and others excluded me for that. I always sort of felt like that as a kid, because, like, whenever we would be at lunch or whatever, and they'd be talking about stuff, I feel like I never would have been able to actually socialize properly, because people were into like different things as me as a kid. Like, you know, the typical I like Nintendo stuff, but everyone else at school is um only into like Xbox and that sort of thing, but I don't know. I'll move on from the topic. Feels like it's getting uncomfortable for you. No, it's fine. I think I'll just pop in Luigi's Mansion free for a little bit, maybe. Why did they say free? I meant to say one. My brain's going all over the place. Okay. Literally worst era to be a Nintendo fan. Growing up in the Wii U era sucked so bad. See, I think by the time the Wii U was out, I was already getting homeschooled, so I I don't really remember. Or actually, I say that, but maybe I was in middle school by then. Because whenever I switched over to middle school, I was moved over to homeschooling. Luigi Mansion on Nintendo free. Everybody else hates this game, but I love this game. I only have about like probably 30 minutes to stream, so I guess I could play a little bit at the beginning of it. Just until you can't see the ghost will flip you. Let's just do it at free. I think that's fine. I could barely see the ghost, but so maybe I'm cheating a little bit. You know what, actually, no, I'll just keep it like this for now. All the haters when you ask them if they played the game. When did this come out? It was October. I think it was like October 17th, somewhere around that day in 2018. I think I could probably just zoom in the game, honestly. Oh, wait, what? No, that's not what I meant to do. I'll just zoom in the game a little bit. So before Luigi's Mansion, yeah. I think it was announced... I thought it was announced after Luigi's Mansion Free, but I might be misremembering. That's about right. That's fine if it's not perfect. When I used to play this game as a kid, I never realized, in the upstairs room at the beginning of the game that you were supposed to turn off all the blow out all the candles. Oh yeah, I have to go down here, don't I? Yeah. One cool thing with the 3DS people don't talk about is the bottom screen. It's pretty simple, but it really does enhance gameplay. And I feel like by the end of the 3DS's lifespan, they sort of stopped taking advantage of it as much. Been thinking about if there was a if there is a way to attach a second monitor to a modern device that you could put all your HUD icons on so the screen is less cluttered. I remember I think people have tried making these setups for their Steam Deck and a monitor to basically, you know, be able to play these 3DS games for emulation. It doesn't look particularly comfortable, if I'm being honest, because if you have like a 3DS game that has to use the touch screen somewhat often, then you have like this awkward heavy device to use for it, but I don't know. I mean, maybe it works better than I think. I love EGAD. So if the game's frame rate looks choppy, that's just how the game is. That's not the capture card. I sure take a lot of knocks in this line of work. This is so scary. An old crazy white dude. I know a lot of people don't like the Luigi's Mansion 3DS remake. I do feel like it would have been so much better if they had put it on the Switch. There's no doubt in my mind. But I still like this version for what it was, especially the multiplayer mode. Because my brother and I did like 2 or 3 playthroughs of the multiplayer. Like, just being able to play through the entirety of Luigi's Mansion, like, with a friend, or with a family member, of anyone, I don't know. Such a novel little thing. I feel like would have worked a lot better on Switch, but because the frame rate is already somewhat choppy at times, but whenever you have like multiplayer going on, it goes down to like 15 FPS. You won this mansion in a contest you didn't even enter. Sounds pretty fishy to me. Luigi is stupid. I saw your tweet earlier responding to that guy talking about the 3DS Direct interactions you were spitting. Did you see the guy who quoted my tweet saying that the... what was it? What on earth? How do I keep missing phone calls? The guy who quoted my tweet, they were saying something like, that's exactly what the tweet was addressing. It was like, no, that wasn't what the tweet was addressing. It's like, if you actually read the tweet and interpreted it the way, like, the thing is, maybe I'm interpreting it wrong. That could be. But the way I interpreted it was that, he was taking it at face value, like, he was leaving out the context of why the reactions were that way. Those reactions wouldn't have been so negative if these games were either announced much earlier on, or if this wasn't a after the Switch was already out, and like, you know, this was 2018. The Switch came out 2017 in like March, and I think this Direct was in March of 2018. So that was like a full year after the Switch had been out at that point. I was like, okay, how do you completely miss the point of what I'm trying to say? Yeah, the person quoting it said, "That's the point of the tweet. It directly mentions people not wanting games on the 3DS." And it's like, I don't even feel like I need to explain why you just completely did not read my tweet. So I just replied saying, "Tell me you missed the point without telling me you missed the point." I feel like I shouldn't have to explain how stupid the OP's quote tweet sounded. Because they left out the context, and it's like, of course people are going to interpret it the way I did. Maybe that wasn't even their implication. I mean, I don't know. But like, whenever you word it that way, you can't be surprised when people do read it like that. Mention appeared just a few days ago. The spirits have fooled you. Luigi is a bit of an idiot. We all know this. I've already read this dialogue a billion times. If I want to ever talk about this game in a video, I'll just re-record it myself. One thing I will say about this version is the controls they always take a bit of getting used to when I play it again, but there's a lot of games, there's a couple Nintendo games I can think of, or mostly just this and Star Fox Zero, that the controls don't feel good at all when you're playing it at first, but if you give it like half an hour, or a full hour, then I feel like the game, it plays fine. Most people just over-exaggerate the problems with the controls. And, mostly in Star Fox Zero. In this game, I do understand the backlash. Because, aiming in this game is sort of unwieldy. Ghosts seem to like darkness. Shut up, shut up. I know how to play this game. I wish I could skip this. Oh, right. I forgot. I forgot how that worked. It's been a little while. If I'm ever stuck on the train stop and conveniently have a 3DS with Luigi's Mansion free, I'll get Luigi's... I keep saying free. Luigi's Mansion 1. I'll give it a fair shot someday. You should. It's a really fun game. It even has a bunch of little achievements to go for. So there's like... The game already has some good replay value. Because it's just like a fun little... The gameplay is just so... There's just a fun gameplay loop to the game. It's like an arcade game, sort of. But adding in the achievements to the 3DS version was like a really good call. Yeah, I wish more Nintendo games would add in achievements, but also just in general, I wish there would be like, you know, an achievement system just built into the Switch. It just baffles me that we're so many years down the line and still nothing. They should finally add achievements to Switch and give you platinum points for them. If only, an alternate universe. And maybe actually make the platinum points useful for stuff. Instead of just like wallpapers or whatever. Because you can just download wallpapers from Google Images. Get with the times, Nintendo. I don't know how I keep missing that I'm getting text messages. My phone isn't... I guess I should have the notification volume on, but I usually can hear it vibrate. You can buy physical items with them on the Nintendo shop, at least over here. Yeah, I think there's like a couple little things, but it's mostly just like a tote bag or like some stickers or whatever. It's like, it's never anything all that cool. Like, I wish they would have like some of the weirder stuff, like the Ice Pikmin ice tray or whatever. Although that's like stuff you could actually you have to buy with real money. So there's, I mean, it's still, they really should have some of the merchandise from their other online stores on the My Nintendo shop, honestly. You can get the Mario Hanafuda cards with them here, a couple of novelties. I don't think I've ever seen those. I don't remember exactly know what EGAD told me to look for. I wasn't reading, but I'm sure I'll find it. I think he said something about a back room or something. They used to have Pikmin bases, but they've been gone since launch. That is lay sad. That's the boss room. This final boss room, I'm pretty sure, isn't it? King Boo is displayed or something. Just a regular old frame. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's what he was after. Thank you, EGAD. Hello, EGAD. I like how you can see his eyes. I don't remember you being able to see his eyes in the original, but maybe I'm just misremembering. I hate how tiny his face is. Whenever you really think about it, I just don't like how tiny his eyes look. Are you done appreciating art for today, Luigi? There's no art in this gallery. He looks so scrunkly. Luigi. EGAD's just messing with the timeline a little bit. It's fine. I'm the future Professor EGAD. How does this not mess with the timeline, you know, just erase him from existence? This should be considered a crime against humanity. Guiji. I created him in your likeness. He's also skilled for Poltergust. However, if I'm being honest, he still needs a little testing. I didn't know they did that. He is very evil. Time travel is not great, Egad. You're messing with very bad. You're messing with the timeline here. I don't know who allowed him to do this, but Guiji in my mansion? You don't actually get to use him in single player. He's only there for multiplayer. Which, I'm glad they didn't mess with the actual game structure itself. In giving you the ability to spawn Guiji whenever you want. To be fair, didn't he already do that in Partners in Time? I guess so. I don't know. I guess Mario time logic works different than what I usually think of, where you can just go in the past and you like move a chair and suddenly the entire world is about to explode or something. Okay, well, sadly, I'm out of time for the stream, but this was a good little test of a couple games. I don't know if I'm gonna do like regular 3DS streams, because I don't know how many of these games that I have will work very well. Hang on. If I can figure out how to move this crap. Let me put it back. There's a couple of these games that might work well as that sort of thing, but I want to record them on my own because they might make for good videos or something. And the stream quality would probably ruin the footage, which like defeats the whole point of me getting this capture card. I might maybe I could end up streaming Luigi's Mansion 3DS more, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. As usual, I have to go now and get ready for work. But hopefully I'll be having some 3DS videos up at some point soon. There's the first one I want to work on is the Rusty's Real Deal Baseball video, because I feel like that wouldn't take too long. Then after that, there's another one of these 3DS games. I'm not going to tell you which one, but one of them. Anyway, later.